Contrasting pictures are extraordinary. Is the Israeli military on a high state of alert now?
Yes, very much so. There is a high state of alert throughout this area. The context that one must view those demonstrations in, those celebrations as we're seen in Palestinian streets, is a context of an area in which violence has been ongoing for nearly 12 months. A context, too, that some Palestinians have criticized the United States sharply for what is seen as its support of Israel in this ongoing conflict. And certainly the Palestinian leadership has been very quick to disassociate itself from those images on the ground, making quite clear that it condemns in the strongest of terms the events in the United States. All radical Palestinian groups too have disassociated themselves and denied any responsibility for the United States attacks. Aaron?
Mike? Anything about the cause of the explosions that brought the two buildings down yet?
States attacks. States attacks. United States attacks. States attacks.
We believe the explosions that brought the two buildings down yet.
States attacks.
We believe
Iran. States attacks. Iran. States attacks. States attacks. Iran.
We believe that it was caused by the after effects of the planes hitting the buildings. We don't know of an additional explosion.
A couple of blocks from that area, we heard it, we saw it, a gigantic cloud of smoke and debris billowing down Church Street North right at us. People ran for their lives, including police officers, after the first building collapsed.
I'm afraid that percentage becomes now a much larger.
Cloud of smoke and debris billowing down Church Street North right at us. People ran for their lives, including police officers, after the first building collapsed. Towards the scene, and shortly after that, the second building came crashing down. There is no official word on number of injuries or deaths.
And what's happening is all of that material is coming down and displacing the air, and in an avalanche,
the air is rushing.
You will have a 120-mile-an-hour wind, and basically what you're seeing is an avalanche on the streets of Manhattan right now. And watch as that debris approaches the camera, and people are literally knocked off their feet as they are running away from it. It is absolutely incredible.
And you get this kind of thing with an implosion. We've seen several times where cameras are just set up too close to one of those things, and you never can overestimate how far this debris comes when something like this happens.
It'll travel miles.
Rips right up the street.
Well,
and just
of course,
takes
no one suspected at all that one, much less both towers, would come down. We were all focused on the planes that had smashed into the side and getting those poor people that were trapped out of these buildings. All right, there at the bottom of your screen.
And again, as Julia said, people thinking well, there was an explosion at the top of the buildings. Let's stand here and watch it. And my gosh, unbelievable. When those two buildings just literally collapsed onto themselves. And
you know, Dr. Cooper's been saying all along, the reaction we see on those people's faces is exactly what those terrorists want. They rejoice in the damage, but also just the terror is where they win. You know, unsettling the American people, and that's what they're looking.
Aaron?
Mike, everything is safe right now in the city, and the people who are doing the relief effort need all the help they can get. And then
Aaron?
Mike.
Aaron?
everything is safe right now in the city, and the people who are doing the relief effort need all the help they can get. And then
Aaron? Aaron?
The second tower. This happened shortly before or shortly after 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and since then the city has been in a state of chaos and shock. This whole area now locked down.
As normal, everything is safe right now in the city, and the people who are doing the relief effort need all the help they can get. And then
Aaron? Aaron? Aaron?
Mike, thank you.
Aaron?
Mike, thank you.
Aaron?
Mike, thank you. CNN's Mike.
Aaron?
Mike, thank you. CNN's Mike.
All right, so that is what.
Aaron?
Mike, thank you. CNN's Mike.
Aaron?
Mike, thank you.
Aaron?
Mike, thank you. CNN's Mike.
Aaron?
Mike, thank you. CNN.